you on, Jim, is I think it's really disappointing in this whole election campaign. We haven't seen a proper focus on people's real issues. There's been an awful lot of talk about, the Constitution and who's going to, every time there's a television programme on, the only question that's ever asked is, who's going to do a coalition with whom? Instead of addressing the actual real issues. And maybe that's the only thing you and I will agree on tonight, but I think it's really disappointing. There has been more focus on the real issues that are affecting people on the doorstep. And when I knock on doors and speak to people on the doorstep, they're not interested in who's going to go into coalition with whom. They want to know what a new administration in Scotland is going to do to make people's lives better.
Okay, well, how would the Conservatives get people who are caring, how would they manage to support people who are caring with a wage, or if they want to combine it with some sort of paid work?
Yeah, well, this is, I mean, I don't want to pass the buck here, but this is Social Security is a reserved issue, and at the moment we're going through a whole policy review. What I can tell you is the benefit system, is an absolute mess. And let me give you an example of what I'm talking about. I've done a lot of work with parents of children with autism who are having, real serious difficulty accessing the help that they need from local authorities, and are finding it almost impossible to extract direct payments from local authorities so they can commission the care and support they need. I think this whole thing has to be looked at, but in this election, it's not something that's in our manifesto because it's a reserved issue.
Okay, Alex?
Yeah. Without doubt, the carers in our communities are the unsung heroes of the health and community care sector. And we've heard that they save the health service a lot of money, but let's put a figure on that. £6.3 billion is estimated to be saved through the work of carers. And John's absolutely right. The state is recognising that these people are never going to turn their back on their loved ones and are abusing that trust and abusing that privilege. Now, I was at a carers hustings just a couple of weeks ago in Stirling. I was at a carers centres, and I have to say it's probably one of the most moving political meetings I've ever been to, because I heard stories that day that will really bring a tear to anybody's eye. And we're talking, I met people there who were having to stay on at work and juggle their caring commitments and even contemplate working on far past retirement age just so they could continue getting their carers allowance and a steady stream of income into their house.
So what can you do about that?
So what we want to do is severalfold. Firstly, in terms of poverty, the first grinding poverty issue, which is